Hi, let me demonstrate to you how we can use the sections of your reference model to build correctly. So we've got some surfaces here which are not sitting correct, and I can show you this. So we've got these two, and then we have this model here. On this area we're pretty good, but on here we're not really matching. So let me show you how you get to that result quite easily. So what I want to do, I want to take that curve there and start using it on these sides as well. Or if you have these set up, it's up to you. But this is just how we can do this quickly and easily. So I'll fit curve this. And what I want to do is I will copy paste it. And then I will move it up, car forward, till it looks like that edge that we had there. And I will move it now in. Then I'll take this curve and I'll copy paste it and move it a little bit inboard. So that is the basic setup. I'll hide these away. Now what I want to do, I will run some simple surfaces between these curves. So that means between these two, I'll generate a skin. I'll turn on the sections on it. There we go. And then these two curves, same topic. Sections on it, and that's that. Now, what we want is that this surface here, basically these two surfaces, they reflect what's going on in the base model, in the reference model. That means that we want the surfaces to have the same kind of sections there at the same time. So we want this upper one to have the same section like here and this one here. We will ignore the part where they go and transition from one to the other because that's a radius, and we want the theories first. So I will get this set of curves and I will pull them now in the y direction, roughly to that point. And now we can push them a little bit car forward, a little bit back, and let's make everything now transparent. And we see now that, let's put these surfaces on a layer, and I'll give it a certain color so it's easier to see. And the mesh, I'll give it a different color so it's more obvious. Good. Now, here we're hitting the sections, here we're deviating. That's something that we would be fine-tuning. It's not for this exercise here. What we see here is that this is getting close, this is going away, this is sitting pretty close, and it's going away here. That means that this curve needs to move back in X. And you see now the sections are aligning better. You see here we are on the section, but here we're off. That means that we need to actually bring this in a little bit up. And now you see we have a very similar section here. Here we're sitting quite nicely on it. And then here at the bottom we're deviating. That's because of the curves that are not doing what they should be doing, but also because in this area we already have the blend. So this will build up the volume. So in this bottom area, it's not that big of a deal. But here at the top, you see it's all pretty good. What we can do is investigate how this is running. means looking at this in various areas, and we can see that these 2 points, we could pull them a little bit inboard, the other two at the bottom out, so the very end could move out a little bit, but still run towards that direction there. And that's fine-tuning the curve, basically. But the main idea is to get this looking right and the sections are sitting where they should be sitting. And now you see that this section is working like this one, this is similar to this one, this the same, the minimal deviation there. Now you would be taking these points and maybe pushing them up a little bit, but that has to be done together with the curves here at the top on this side, so they align. That's how you would be doing this exercise here. What you get here is given by the tumble home, as you have seen probably in the other videos on building the A-pillar and so on and so forth. Here's just mainly understanding what the sections are meaning and how to work with them to get a result as close as possible to your reference model. So when one says try to match the sections, that means that this surface is sitting similar to this, as good as it can sit on that section. The other one, the same. And that means that the area where it lifts off the model, where you've got this radius, that's actually your theory. So I hope that's easy to understand and pretty clear. We can do this. Clean up a little bit. This one can come in. This one out. As I said, that's something to be done together with the rest of the curves, so you know everything is working as it should be, neatly, cleanly, and so on and so forth. But that is the main idea here. What would be good is that we extend this other curve here. So in the side view, it aligns with these ones. That would help a lot in driving that. And whether you finish this curve a little bit higher up, these other two should follow along. But that's up to seeing how everything is working. So you take them one by one, adjust them and make them work, and then coordinate them so they end up looking very similar, and the lines in the side view work well together. That will help drive your model to have a better quality. Now we see we've extended these, and here we're sitting below. That means that this should come up a little bit. This other one, these other ones, maybe they should slide up a little bit. You see this lifts up that area. Here, this can slide up. And now these other ones, you can slide this other way. So you see, we're accelerating here at the top. These ones can move up a little bit, pulling the sections out and aligning everything in a better manner. So that would be the fine-tuning of these curves. And these ones could slide this way. Move it this way. Slide up. These ones that way, bringing the volume where it should be basically. It's not a fixed formula, you just have to keep on going and fine-tuning, and you'll get there eventually. Now let's turn on the shading of this. Those two, shade them like this, and you see now it's overlaying pretty well. You can check the sections against each other, and you see that's roughly the result you're looking for. So these are matching on this side, and they're matching on that side as well. But the inside looks a bit odd, so I would not take that too much in consideration, but we need to make sure that at the top it looks well, and then we will see how we adjust that inner line. But it should be adjusted in such a way that this surface is more or less extending out. And that's about it. Just kind of go up, go forward, and there we go. I hope you got a bit more info, a bit more knowledge on how we interpret the sections on a reference model, and now you can go better and deeper in and refine your surfaces based on your reference models. Thank you for tuning in, and let's keep up with this.